Hi, welcome back to another video, and we're looking at something a little different today. We're going over this, which is my favourite pedal and most useful pedal of all time. Now this is the Trio Plus band creator and looper. It's much more than a looper. You can actually play chords into it and it'll play you back drums, bass, and you can then record different segments throughout and sort of kind of build up tracks. A really, really useful pedal, especially if you're Billy No Mates, or even if you just need a practice tool. Absolutely fantastic. Well, I've had this a while, so I'll be able to tell you how to use it and also its flaws and drawbacks. There's not much competition out. I think the boss make an RC10, which has got better drums on it, but it doesn't have all the features of this. So anyway, waffle alert, lots of features on here, and I'm going to go through all of them. So it's going to be a long video. So there's going to be timestamps below as always, so skip through the bits you want. I'm hoping by the time the video's finished we've actually created a track on here, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm not planning that at all yet what I'm going to do. Right, first off I'm just going to go around the outside of the unit and explain those sort of features, and then I'll do a nice close-up of it and we'll split screen and we'll run through all the sequencing and other functions. Right, first off, on the back you'll see there's a headphone socket and a headphone volume. Really useful. You can take this away with you instead of an amplifier. If you're sort of going on holiday or something like that, take a guitar and this with some headphones and you can carry on recording, playing, and saves having an amplifier. So quite a useful feature that. It's got a power supply input there. It does come supplied with a power supply, good quality one as well. Don't try and use these on cheap supply, they won't like it. So there's the back. Now on this side we've got an effects loop input there and the output, the effects loop there. Reason it has an effects loop in there, if you're doing some recording and you want to record and set up for some drums and bass, if you've got effects turned on your guitar, it can confuse the unit. So having the effects loop means it doesn't confuse it when it's trying to learn the chords you're playing at it. And here we have the guitar input. It's very standard, and there it takes a foot switch. I'll have to look on the instructions to tell me what the foot switch actually does. I should have probably read that up. Now there is a link in the description box as well to the full manual, because it does come with this, which is a quick start guide, which is pretty good. It does get you working on it, but so many features in this, the manual's essential, so there is a link there for you on that. On the other side we have, again, that's the effects loop out, and this goes to your amp, and this can go to a mixer. So you can do some fairly good comprehensive setups with this. There's a USB socket there, not that useful, and then we have the SD card slot. Now it doesn't come with an SD card, you've got to buy your own. It's essential to get the right one. If, like me, I've bought a different one, tried it, and it seems to work, and then it just keeps crashing. So yeah, follow the instructions, Steve. Okay, right, we'll get this on the pedal board and then we'll do some close-ups and I'll run through the rest of the features. Well, here it is back on the pedal board. I'm just going to power it up so you can see it sequence up. As it goes into kind of like a self-test mode while it sort of boots up. There we go. Okay, starting at the top here, we have this little button here, and that's for guitar effects. Now they're limited. It just has that one's for rhythm guitar and that one's for lead guitar, and I'll show you what they sound like later. I'll tell you about these shortly. Down here we have a genre selector switch. Now you can have blues, R&B, rock, so it basically sets the kind of tempo of the drums really, and the sort of style of the drums and the bass that play back at you. You can do a recording, say on R&B, and then change it to rock later. Here we have a multi-function selector. It's 12 positions. You can record 12 tracks on here, and each track can have up to 5 segments. So quite versatile. It also will tell you which ones are full and which ones are empty. So you can just select them from there. Now you can actually store all the information from your SD card onto your laptop, and there's a downloadable program that lets you read it. It's quite useful if you do a lot of recording. You might end up with several SD cards, so being able to see what they are without having to plug them in and read them is quite good. Down here we have drums. This control actually affects the drum volume, the bass volume, and your recorded loop playback volume. Now this is really useful when you're setting up and doing recording on, say, Ableton and that kind of thing. You might want to bring the drums up a bit or the bass down a bit, because obviously this is all stored on one track, where normal recording you'd have a different input, a different channel for each instrument, but obviously this doesn't have that, so it does give you that controllability, which is really quite useful. You can select your bass to be on playback to be a different style of bass, so a simple bass or more complex bass. And here we just have the 2 foot switches. Hit this button once and this will start rapid flashing. What should do if I had it set up correctly, and you'll be ready to then play some chords into it, and when you finish playing your chords, hit the button again and it will play back to you its selected drum patterns and bass patterns, and you can then actually change them. Up here you can select the pattern to be slightly different, so a lot of controllability over this. Got a tempo button here, switch here, and you can actually speed up and slow down your recording. Again, quite a useful feature. Now on the looper function, you can just use this as a looper, and you have got unlimited overdubs. Really fantastic looper, very, very quick and easy to use as well. So I think the best thing to do really is to plug a guitar in this and we'll start recording with it. But just before I do that, a bit more about these sequencing and sections here. Each recorded track can have up to 5 sections. So that selects section 1, which you might just want to record, say, an intro. So you don't want drums and bass on there, you just want to record an intro. So you just record that on loop and that will go onto that section. Then you can select the next one. And then maybe you want to record your rhythm and you do want drums and bass for that. So you do play your chords into it. If you're happy with drums and bass, you then hit this button, play your chords back over it, and that'll all be recorded together into that section. Now this section, you might want to record, say, a bridge with a bit of lead. So you do that, and then maybe you want to sort of have an end to a track, and you put it into say that section. And when you're happy with it all, you can just hit the sequencing button here, hit that once. It'll play the intro once. You might want to play the chords and all the backing several times to make the song the correct length. So you just hit that, say, 3 or 4 times. Then you just want this section to be played once, so you just press that once, that one once, hit that, and then that's it. When you play back, it'll play the whole track through in the sequence you've selected and then stop. So quite useful if you're kind of gigging and you've got several tracks on here with all the backing set up. Really, really good. Okay, that's a waffle over. Let's plug this in and show a few functions. Well, they have the really good Trio Plus. Now, I could have made that video a lot longer and even more boring because obviously I didn't show all the genres, how you can change the sort of bass sounds and how you can change the drum patterns. There's a little bit of that in there, so I hope that gave you a kind of a flavour for what it does. Now, the drawbacks on this pedal is you've got to be very careful when you're playing your initial chords into it. If you do too many backstrokes on the chords, it'll play something wild and fast. If you do them too slowly, then it will get a really slow beat to it. It takes a little bit of practice getting that correct. But other than that, once you play with it for a while, it really is a very good pedal, very good practice tool, and it is good for putting tracks together. I know we only did a very short section at the end there, just sequenced a couple of the features and that to show you that. But yeah, I've used this before for recording a few tracks and it's been so useful. But yeah, one of my favourite pedals. I use it all the time, like I say, Billy No Mates. It's a great practice tool. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed some of that. More videos coming up, so thanks very much for watching and we'll catch you again soon. Bye now.